Hello and welcome to Archvelder's Hacks with Archvelder and his amazing hacks. So some months ago I was researching stuff on YouTube and came across this magical strange gold making channel called Golden Roots, which I'll link to below. Even the best gold making channels tend to copy each other's stuff quite a lot, but Golden Roots has some really interesting and original content that I personally have made a lot of gold with. So I left a kind word on the channel, and Golden Roots himself responded with a cryptic suggestion that I might want to try farming Onyxia's Lair, which led to this video. So it turns out what you do is this: fly to Dustwallow Marsh where the raid instance is located, enter the raid instance, and you'll notice these Onyxian Warder mobs on the way in. Now, Onyxia's Lair is renowned for one thing specifically in the gold making community, and that's for being the best source of rugged leather. Traditionally, you come here, farm all the Onyxian Warder mobs, skin them, get rugged leather, leave the instance, reset and repeat until lockout. It's quite a good farm for short periods, but you hit instance lockout very fast. However, Golden Roots had discovered an ingenious method to farm these mobs for a full hour, dramatically increasing the amount of skins you can get from continuous farming. For this method, I found that you needed to be maxed out on vanilla and Northrend skinning before you attempt it. There's a weird glitch that I experienced on my hunter where I had maxed out vanilla skinning but no Northrend skinning, and I was receiving no drops of leather from these mobs. Weirdly, the skinning takes place and you skill up, but you don't get any leather. Now make your way to Onyxia, aggro her, and then take her down to half health. Be very careful not to kill her. If you do, you are locked out of this farm till the weekly reset. If you have superb mythic gear on, just take some of it off. This, incidentally, is one thing that divides expert from new exploiters when testing. There are many different phases of raid or dungeon boss fights, and if you kill the boss too fast, you can miss some really interesting ways to glitch the fight out and profit from some old mechanic. An expert will always test all phases of an encounter. Once Onyxia has ascended into the air, walk back down the passage you entered by, and you should encounter an Onyxian Warder. As with the mobs you killed on entrance, these can be killed, looted and skinned repeatedly, and they respawn only seconds after the previous one has died. Don't move too far past the spawn point of the Onyxian Warder, or Onyxia herself will despawn and you'll have to begin the process all over again. The larger mob you see appearing there from the direction of Onyxia is the Onyxia Lair guard. That mob and the numerous whelps can't be looted and can't be skinned. It's just the Onyxian Warders we're focusing on. Now you can see here how fast the Onyxian Warder respawns. Now you can endlessly loot and skin these mobs. And there's something really peculiar about them. Their loot drops are Northrend drops. Why Northrend? Because this incarnation of Onyxia's Lair is not the original version of Onyxia's Lair that you can find in Classic WoW. It was remade during Wrath of the Lich King. This is also why the mobs are level 80. However, the leather dropped is rugged leather, which is appropriate for vanilla, not Wrath. You'll get a surprising amount of rugged leather and rugged hides from these mobs. You can get up to 20 rugged leather from a single NPC. Now, Golden Roots had suggested these sell for around 11 gold a time, and that you can farm 3,000 an hour. That's a truly incredible number, making it one of the best legacy farms available. But as we'll see, the numbers appear to be plausible, and in fact there is a way to improve on them. There were a few things Golden Roots didn't mention that I discovered. Firstly, this farm can be done mostly passively and mostly AFK if you have a pet or minion. The minion can do all of the killing for you if you put it on defensive. You can't do it all truly AFK because Onyxia is still attacking you with her fireballs from range, and these will often aggro your pet, which causes the pet to go and attack Onyxia, which is the last thing you want. So you need to keep one eye on that so you can be ready to recall your pet. That aside, you don't have to do anything other than skin and loot. Now, regular viewers will know there's a special trick you can use here, and that's to load up 2 different clients and take 2 different characters to Onyxia's Lair and log in and out of each client periodically whilst the Onyxian Warders respawn. So you can use the downtime to kill mobs on your other character whilst you're waiting on the first character. I'm not going to show this method because I already covered the basic technique in my video entitled Easy Gold Farm, which I'll link to below if you didn't see it. Using the double client technique, you can significantly increase the amount of rugged leather in an hour, which is already, extraordinary. Now, you can just farm this dungeon without skinning at all. Then it is just basically a semi-AFK Wrath of the Lich King transmog farm. You will get some decent items dropping which sell for an average price range of between 0 and 5,000 gold. Be aware that it can take a long time to sell transmog in the current economic climates. However, there's a few pieces that drop from these mobs which are really visually distinct, and I think you do have a reasonable prospect of selling within a reasonable time frame. Now, does rugged leather and hide actually sell? Well, this is a bit different from selling transmog. There is some demand for legacy materials. You shouldn't be waiting months to sell this stuff. On the other hand, anything legacy related is reasonably niche, as you can see from the limited amount of leather posted on my low pop realm Airy Peak. However, there's quite a lot more rugged leather when you look at a medium sized realm such as my second realm here, Outland. Rugged hide seems to be both low supply and low demand. Make of that what you will. The best way to treat this type of farm is to check every now and again how much of the relevant material is on the auction house and what it is selling for. And if it is, good, then go for it. This likely is the best simple farm you can do if you have a reasonable expectation you can sell the leather. I would not overdo it though. If you flood the auction house with this stuff, as with many legacy items, you will destroy the market. Normally with something like this, which is much more profitable than basic farming approaches in current content, I'd keep it secret for my patrons. I've got dozens of plays like this, including secret glitch farms where you can monopolize items worth 100k plus. However, in this case, this play is 100% golden roots discovery, and it wouldn't be right to keep it secret, given that he generously volunteered it. So, there's the video. If you liked it, why not consider subscribing to Golden Roots in the link below. And you might want to subscribe to me also. Thanks for watching. This has been Archfelder.